Okay, so Rebecca Bartlett. All right, 5-second test. That's about 5 seconds. That's as long as it goes. You can see right away, veteran disability benefits representation. It's right there. It's clear. That's number one. We get into a little more here. Welcome. Our office is military spouse owned, dedicated to assisting military members seeking compensation for the benefits, for the VA benefits they are entitled to. So you're starting to get into kind of what the difference is, what's unique about you. Meet Rebecca, and here's your a bit about your biography, a bit about you, and it does get into the personal side a little bit here, which is good. Trust logos down here, great. I really like this. Don't let the VA have the final say. It's going towards the emotional side of it, and I think that's a really good banner to have. So let's go back up. So here's maybe one way we can improve. So I talked about kind of short sentences and clarity and getting there quickly. What if we said, get the VA benefits you are entitled to. And down here, we could get more into what's unique about you, or maybe up here if we worked on it a little bit more. This would be maybe a really good headline too. So that could even, let's see if this works, be your headline. And we would probably go through and capitalize these a little bit, see how that looks. You know, we're ending in a preposition here, but we can break the grammar rules for some time. And we could probably polish that a little bit more. But here, if a person lands on the page, they see this right away, it's more persuasive. And then they see maybe down here kind of what you're all about. Now, I did read through your history here a little bit, and you come from a military family, Rebecca. I really liked this part here. Makes your passion to assist veterans more than just professional, it's personal. So how about instead of meet Rebecca, because it doesn't mean anything to anybody really. They know that you're the law office of Rebecca and they want to get to know you, but to make it a little bit more persuasive, we could say, actually pre-copy this down, but helping veterans isn't just professional. Oops, it's personal. This feels like it has more impact. You know, maybe even bold something like that. Someone will be like, you know, I think that will go a long way, and then they can kind of read about you and who the person is that does that for them. So by the way, I didn't change anything on your site. This is just a plugin that I use, so that won't be saved, but you can copy it down if you want to use it. One last thing, the pineapple logo, I was confused by that. I'm not sure if I'm missing something, if that's related to what you do somehow. I know you're in Florida. I don't know how much pineapples grow there. They don't grow around here. So if it's connected somehow, maybe a veteran would understand it, great. Otherwise, I got kind of confused. I was trying to figure out what that was all about. You could probably get a new logo that is more related to what the service you offer, like on Upwork or something like that, for a decent price. And that might go a long way if it's not related.
Just one thing, Michael,
Sure.
while you're still on this site, a couple of things that I noticed. The phone number, I see the icon up at the top if everyone's looking at that header.
Yeah.
Even before you get to the dark blue background, it's really hard to
Yep.
see that. And it's a blue because it's a link, right? So it's a click
That's
to
right.
call link, which you probably have enabled, the browser enables automatically, etc. It's a good thing unless you can't see it. So it's very hard to see the contrast on the changing image background when you're up at the top of the site is hard enough. Now it's nearly impossible. The other thing that I'll say is that, you don't necessarily have to have an info@ or admin@ email address if you don't want it to come to you personally. One of the things that you can do is have it be rebecca.bartlett@bartlett.legal. And that actually is a general admin inbox, but people feel like they're emailing you, they're emailing the firm. It's personal, as you say, and that continues on with the brand. It continues on with that one-on-one hands-on approach. That is a generally managed inbox that you're not personally responsible for. Maybe your personal email is Rebecca@ or rlb@bartlett.legal that nobody knows or sees, that only you use for personal exchanges. So you don't have to have it be admin. That sort of feels like that black hole email. Does anyone check this thing?
Yeah, those are great points. I didn't know about that, the name part as the admin part, but that's really cool.
Whatever you want it to be. People are just used to
yeah.
admin.
Yeah.
It's up to you,
Yeah, I mean, and we want this to be personal. We don't want to email an admin. We want to email Rebecca.
Exactly.
So put Rebecca's name on there.
Emailed admin and it was like the local library. And
yeah, exactly.
Crossing your fingers like, does anyone check this thing?
You did bring up a good point, and I didn't get into this too much, but yeah, having your colors stand out, that's super important. That can mess with what you want people to read and to see, and it doesn't always have to be blue. A blue on blue background is tough, but sometimes just having something over an image like these scrolling images in the background, sometimes this has kind of a darkness on the back, but sometimes it can really mess with the text too, and then people have trouble reading it. They don't read it. They didn't read what you have to say.
You spend all your time on this great copy and then you can't read it, right?
That's why I complain about that so much, which you'll see I'll do it again pretty soon. Okay, Rebecca, so we are going to move on now.